This is Trayson Antonick, and I'm joined today by Haley Wooten, Ashton Fine, and Heath Link, all animal science majors here at Texas Tech University. We're going to take an opportunity today to talk to you about the practice of flushing in the swine industry. Haley, in simple, what is flushing?
Flushing is basically the practice of feeding a diet increased in dietary fiber before mating and then cutting it back immediately following mating.
Exactly. Now, why is this practice even used?
The reasoning behind this is that the increased feeding has a positive impact on the liver weight, blood flow through the liver, and abundance of liver enzymes which metabolize steroids. This causes steroids to be metabolized more rapidly and circulating levels decrease. With less negative feedback to the hypothalamic pituitary axis, an increased release of gonadotropins is seen.
But why is that increased level of gonadotropins important to us, Ashton?
These gonadotropins give an increased ovulation rate and oocyte quality. This means more embryos and a greater chance of them making it into parturition.
Now, as important as that all is, it is just as important to remember to change the diet back to one with less dietary fiber immediately after mating, or you will see a high mortality rate of embryos, which would undercut the efforts in the first place.
How will changing the diet back be able to lower the mortality rate?
The embryos need the steroid progesterone to support their development, especially after we just changed the sow's diet to optimize the ovulation rate. With these added embryos, it's especially important that they have enough progesterone to support them all, or we will see the mortality rate rise quickly. The lower diet lets steroids be metabolized more slowly, which then increases the circulating concentrations like we want.
This is an easy and very effective practice that will help to increase the productivity of your program. But while it's easy for a person with one or a few sows to simply change their diet, this is a whole different story for the large commercial producers with hundreds or thousands of sows.
This is true. It would take a huge amount of labor and time to change diets for certain hogs among many. So they practice flushing by simply changing the amount of feed the sow gets. Before mating, she's getting a large amount, and then they cut her back after mating. This works to the same reproductive advantages as changing the diet.
In summary, if you use the practice of flushing correctly, you will see a large number of live births in your operation. Over the long run, these small management changes can make a very positive impact in your overall profits.
Thank you for taking the time to tune in today. We hope our presentation on flushing helped make the practice more understandable.